Yeah, me can't say it neither. Yeah, reparatory justice, yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 Apartheid imposed for 100 years. Yep. And their descendants. You're right. Yes. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yep. By the governments. And you know why they do that? As an English teacher. Yeah. Apology and yeah. But they do it for a reason, Imaara. And that's why I have been from. They're not apologizing. But you remember, they're doing it for a reason though. If they apologize, it means that they accept they did wrong, and it means that we have legal recourse, right? But regretting is not right. Yeah. So regretting is as an English teacher, as an English lecturer. Yeah. Differentiate them two words. Apology and regret. Well, in terms of reparation, and all right, let's deal with the Maroons. I'm going to tell you this. One of the reasons why I wrote the Maroon story as a part of my promoting the 10-point program is I wrote a book called Sunset on the Horizon, a Maroon Woman's Story. And it's set in Ghana. It starts at the beginning, and then it moves to the Maroon treaties. The treaties are in the book, and it ends with, the future. The reason I set the book out that way, it was to teach people about their history. So when they finished reading my book, they knew definite things that happened. It wasn't. The book is based on research work, as you know, and it has the blessing of Colonel Sterling up there in Maroon in what's the town? Yeah, Moortown. Moortown. Yeah, right. So the reason I did that is to show why the colonial system has to repair, because as we all know, there is trauma that is interbred, intergenerational trauma, right? You see it in our modern youngsters. The recent years of the youngsters bleaching their skin, all sorts of things, all sorts of confusing things are happening at the moment, and all of this comes from the poverty and so on, and all of the poverty and so on comes from us having at one point been laborers for free. Now, let me talk about that. A couple weeks back, you did a little deconstruction of Eric Williams' book. And in Eric Williams' book called Capitalism and Slavery, in 1937, he wrote this book. He explained that Bristol, Manchester, Birmingham, and another Bristol, Liverpool, Birmingham, and Manchester. These were little towns with pure poverty, right? When they realized that they could actually enslave Africans and have them work for free, those little ports became major economic powered cities. So they moved from being little ports with poor people to major economies, and it was based on free labor, right? So our people need to connect the past to the present. And so we do deserve reparation in the 10-point program. All right, so here the question I'm coming from. We just got to find a formal apology. Sorry. Okay. But I think they need to apologize for that. Just a minute. Realize that it's not possible here. England, Elma. So she's enjoying it. Join the chat. She's enjoying what's happening. She's enjoying. That's what I said. Elma, not respect for a community to be better, right? To get down for you, right? And if you want to make a contribution, send your voice note to myself. So, the very early food farm approach. First year, they do not have managed that right. Very grateful. First year, they do not have managed that right. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No. Point. Yeah. The apology. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, but we can change that though. Okay, we're doing it now. I kept writing on Primal's page every time there was something on this subject. I kept talking about the 10-point program. No one really knew what I was talking about. Now we're doing a big broadcast where many people will start to know what the 10-point program is. And once we start sharing the idea and working together, we can change our past mindset. We can look at what we've done in the past and see what has not worked, and we can get our youngsters and change the mindset. That's what we're doing right now. We're changing the mindset. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep going, and our children and our children's children, but I don't think we're going to have to wait that long. I think if we're all on the same page together, we can break all bonds. That's what our parents did. And when I say our parents, I mean our great-grands, who it was them that freed us from slavery. It wasn't any white person who freed us. It was we that freed ourselves. You know what I mean? All right, one. Point two. And then me read point three. Yeah, we'll take turns. All right, go on. Yeah. All right, so point two is about repatriation. Yes. And it said, what we said to the African was stolen from their home, forcefully transported to America, and the enslaved shackles and property of Ethiopia. Chapter 6 century, the largest forced migration in human history has no parallel in terms of man and in this one. Yep. This trade is in enchained value was a highly successful commercial organization. The lives of millions of men, women, and children were destroyed in search of property. Descendants of these stolen people have the right to return to their homeland. There you go. A repatriation program must be established on all available channels of international law. So they will go first, wish to return. Settling for that issue and trade. Such material and deploy available best practices in respect of reintegration. Yep. Now, you believe that yeah. Yep. That is causing a lot of when they say policy, right? Policy as of just for the last 5 years. Yeah. See, I was still poor. When the top one, which is March Yep. Mm-hmm. Of course. Yeah. Okay, let me reiterate some of the sections you said. It said this trade in enchained bodies was a highly successful commercial business for the nations of Europe. So every single nation in Europe participated in this, right? The descendants of these stolen people. Imagine sitting in your garden, having a cup of tea, talking to your wife, and a man come grab you, right? Come grab you and put you in a ship with doo-doo and, a woman menstruating and all this thing. And you eat a certain food and it might force you to eat this other thing that you're not familiar with. You and I cannot imagine what that could be like. Imagine that happening to us. So we were taken out of our homes and brought to strange lands. Now, there will be people who want to go back to whatever. There will be people who want to start afresh, who are not satisfied with the in quotation marks, new world that we've been put in. Because we were a new tribe created in a new world, right? Those people, the colonialists, must, it's not negotiable, they must finance all returnees. And we must not back up on that. I agree with CARICOM on that. It must be financed by Europe, because Europe has stolen all this money. They got free labor, right? So it is the entitlement of our people to go back to Africa if they want to go back to Africa. And that is the point. That is the point that I think you're right on. That the colonization of the mind, right? Yeah. Is so serious, right? Yeah, entrenched. Are entrenched, right? Even if, then decide, all right, give up all the money that we can go up. What you would do, not many, because we are colonized people, so we have to be fair on each other. I was talking to someone recently. You are a colonized man, and so am I. And though we are throwing away the shackles, we are still a product of colonization. So, once again, Imaara, I think the work that you are doing, the work that you are dedicated to, will make that difference, because you open up communication.